Hey everyone, I'm Joel on the road, and today my UNESCO World Heritage journey is at the historic centre of Naples in southern Italy. This is Naples, the largest city in southern Italy, and it's been continuously occupied for over 2,500 years. It was founded by Greeks in around 500 BC, and it became a Roman city during the Roman era. But then later, it's had a fantastic history. It's been a duchy, a kingdom, and now, of course, part of the Italian Republic. There's just so much history and culture here to see, do, and experience, and I'm really excited to have a look around. Let's go. Naples was founded in the 5th century by Greek traders, and they called it Neapolis, or New City. And over time, the current city has just literally been built over the top because people have just continuously inhabited the area. Behind me is the entrance to subterranean Napoli, or the underground, where you can go down and do a tour for over 90 minutes walking around tunnels that's basically the old city. It looks really, really cool. This is Castel Nuovo, or the New Castle, and it stands hulking over the port of Naples. It's one of the city's most important medieval landmarks, and it stood here since the late 13th century when it was constructed by the city's French rulers at the time. Now it has this incredible white triumphal arch which was built by Spanish conquerors Alfonso V of Aragon, and it depicts his triumphant entry into the city, which I don't know how I'd feel about it if I was a local at the time. But it's a really fascinating building, and it was still used by the town council for their meetings up until 2006. As an important trading city, Naples was very, very wealthy. And during the medieval and Renaissance periods, the aristocrats would build very, very beautiful palazzos, heavily decorated, and many of them are still here today. And there's a fascinating example of how that melded into the city, because the building behind me was actually a former palazzo and is now a church, the Church of the New Jesuits. And there's a lot of fascinating churches here in Naples as well. The old city is just packed with them. It's not a huge area, and there's apparently almost 500 historic, beautiful churches here. This one is dedicated to St. Angelo of the Nile, and it's named that because Egyptian traders erected a statue to the River Nile just over in the corner of the piazza. So we're here in the Piazza del Plebiscito, and it's a large planned square in the centre of Naples. There's some fascinating buildings on the square, like the one behind me, the Basilica of St. Francis of Paola, and it's dedicated to a saint, St. Francis of Paola, who stayed there in a monastery that used to stand on the site. What's really interesting about this building is that when the French ruled this area, the king was Joachim Murat, Napoleon's brother-in-law, and he built this building in tribute to his brother-in-law. But when Napoleon was kicked out, the city authorities decided they'd just continue building the building, and it's designed to look like the Pantheon in Rome. And of course, lastly, Naples is famous for pizza. It's the home of pizza, and these places here on this street do some of the best in the world. It's very, very simple, just tomato, mozzarella, basil, and olive oil. And I think I'm going to go and have some right now. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Joel on the road, and I'll see you at the next World Heritage site.